Hello and good night, everyone. This is another video brought to you by yours truly, and tonight I'm going to show you how to download Active Directory services onto your Windows Server 2008, create a domain, as well as join a domain. Okay, now the first thing you want to do is go into your Windows Server 2008. As you can see, I'm in my network settings here, and you can see Server 2008 and Windows XP are on my work group. As you can see, work group. Alright, so the first thing you want to go into is your server manager. This is the first time that I'm doing this. You'll want to go into roles. And just give it some time here. And then you'll want to go into add roles. You want to go into server roles, and you'll want to check Active Directory domain services. Alright, once that is checked, you go into next, click next. Alright, now this is just a bunch of instructions telling you what it's for and etc. You could just click next. Alright, and click install. Alright, now this will take a few seconds. After that, I'll show you the next step. Alright, now the configuration is complete. Now the second thing I'll want to do, if I click close here, it's going to automatically restart my Windows Server, but I don't want to do that as yet. What I'm going to do is click into close the wizard and launch the Active Directory Domain Services Installation Wizard, alright, also known as DC Promo. So I'm going to click that box, well, that link, sorry. Alright, I'm going to use advanced mode installation, and I'm going to click next. Alright, going to click next again. Click next. Check this box. Click next. Alright, now since this is the first time you're going to create a domain, you'll want to go on create a new domain in the forest, because as I said, this is the first time. If it was a previous one, you'll use existing forest, but we're not going to do that. So you're going to click create a new domain in the forest. Click next. Alright, now this box, you're gonna name your domain. Alright, it could be anything that you choose, from your name of your dog to your cat to your car, anything. So what I'm gonna use for my domain name is spiky.com. Okay, and then I'm gonna click next. Alright, now it's just gonna check whether your name is unique. If not, it's not gonna go in, but since this is the first time and it's a new name, it's gonna accept it. Okay, now this is my domain net BOS name, so you're just gonna click next. Alright, now in this forest functional level, we can't use 2000 because we already know we are on 2008. Now the thing about this, you have to be careful when you're choosing this, because if you choose a higher version than you're already running, it is safe. But if you choose a lower version and you're running a higher version, it won't work, because you can't downgrade, you could upgrade. So choose Windows 2000 Server 8. So click next. Alright, just gonna click next here again. The delegation, you're just gonna click yes. Just gonna click next for this purpose of this video. Next. And you're just gonna create a password for that domain. Alright, something that is easy and for you can remember it, okay, in the future. So I'm gonna choose capital P at SSWORD1. Okay, same thing here. And I'm gonna click next. Alright, and I'm just gonna click next again. Alright, and when it's complete, I'm gonna just check this box so it can reboot on completion. Alright, when this is completed. This will just take a few seconds. It's just setting up your Active Directory domain services. Okay. Alright, now my Active Directory services has completed its installation, and now it's restarting my Windows server. And when that's complete, you're going to see a different username pop up, and you will be in the domain when you enter the password. Okay, now my Windows is complete, so I'm gonna enter the credentials now, and as you can see, my domain name / administrator is now there. So I'm gonna type in a new password that I entered, and that's gonna set up my system now as the domain server. Okay, now it's finished, it's starting up. So if you go into start and you go into network, you're gonna see the difference that is no longer in workgroup. You're gonna see Windows Server as the domain. See, my server 2008 now is under the domain name Spiky. Alright, so that is the first thing you'll want to do to actually make your Windows Server 2008 your server domain. Alright, now another thing I'm going to do now is add my Windows XP to the domain. Okay, the other thing you'll want to do now is go into Start on your Windows Server 2008, click on Administrative Tools, click on Active Directory Users and Computers. Okay, now you want to go on Users and then right click and go on New and Computer. Now what I'm going to do here, I'm going to add my Windows XP. So I'm going to type in the name of my machine, Win XP. Alright, now before that, if you want to double check that is the correct name, you could go on your Windows XP machine, go on Start, right click on my computer, go on Properties, and you will see your computer name. Alright, as you can see it here, my Windows XP name is Win XP. Okay, so just before you click OK, you just want to double check that. So I'm going to go back on my Windows server here. Alright, as you can see, the name is the same. I'm just going to click OK. So, OK. Alright, now my XP now is added to my Active Directory users now. Alright, so the other thing now, the final process is adding that Windows XP to the domain. So I'm just gonna click out of this. I'm gonna minimize this and go into my XP now. Alright, so let me just start over here. So you will want to go into Start, My Computer, right click on My Computer, go into Properties, go into Computer Name. Okay, as you can see, it's still in the workgroup, but now you want to change it to be part of the domain. So you want to click Change, click on Domain, and you're going to type in the name of your domain, which my domain name is spikey.com, and you want to click OK. Okay, now it's asking for your username and password. It is administrator. And my password. Alright, now it's just gonna go into the configuration process. As you can see, it's already complete. Welcome to the domain. You click OK, and you must restart your computer to actually see the change that was made. I'm clicking OK as well. Alright, when this completes, I'm going to show you that it's no longer part of the workgroup, but part of the domain. Okay, my Windows XP machine has restarted and is asking for my password. Oh, I have to change the username. I apologize for that. So I'm going to log on to my domain. As you can see here, Spikey. I'm going to change this username to administrator. And my password and it's logging into the domain, as you can see. And go into your network, and I'm already here. So I'm just going to refresh, and we're going to see what takes place here. Alright, now as you can see, both my server machine and my Windows XP machine is now connected on my domain, which is Spikey. Alright, now that brings me to the end of my video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I wish you a pleasant good day or good night. Bye.